Okay, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. We are jumping into week 3 of the preseason of the Swarm. And what the Swarm is we brought in one of the team builders teams. I downloaded the Swarm. I'm gonna have to look to see who actually created that. And you guys have been following along. We did this mid-season, actually kind of a little later, yeah, little ways half past mid-season, and brought in the Swarm, uh, let them replace the Titans. Now, we kept the Titans roster. We just basically moved the Titans out to Honolulu and rebranded them as the Swarm. Now, we just had our off season and a couple of preseason games, and currently, right now, we are sitting at 0 and 2. The second preseason game wasn't as bad as well, I'm not going to even say the first one. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as the first. We lost 34-14. The second, we were up in that game and actually doing pretty well with our rookie starting quarterback. Then we handed the reins over to Will Levis, and things started to go sideways there. So this third preseason game, we're going to get an extended look at the rookie quarterback and see what he can do for 3 quarters, and see if Will Levis isn't the issue, right? Because everything was looking pretty good up until that point. And then all of a sudden we started to see some mistakes. We weren't moving the ball, and our second string defense wasn't holding up as well. So, but 24-20 is not bad. We did let our third string quarterback get some time, and he threw an interception as well. So, yeah. So let's look at the team real quick here, though. I just wanted to look at what we have here. So now, Jalen Milroe, as a matter of fact, just went up a couple of points from, he was a 78 overall draft choice, and we just advanced him to 79. So that was a good thing. We still have Will Levis as our second string backup quarterback. And Donovan Smith, we brought him in. He's 65 overall. Hopefully we won't ever have to get down to him, but brought him in because of his size. He's got some decent speed to him, decent arm strength, but you know what I mean? We don't want to get down to him. Milroe, is a 4. I doubt very seriously that he's going to be a 4-3 guy, but in ours, he's a 4-3, 4-4 guy. We brought in Quinshawn Judkins to pair with Tajay Spears, Tony Pollard. I'm not sold on Tony Pollard as our starting running back, but that could be because of the line. And in truth, I think what we're going to do is we're going to give him a chance to prove it. But as you can see, now, Quinshawn Judkins, I think he's going to be fairly highly rated. I do think the draft class that I had, he was all the running backs, in my opinion, were significantly overrated. I mean, there were 5 running backs over 80. So I don't know if it's just that the way the person put the draft class together, but it was very heavy for the running backs. Ashton Genty, and then there was a couple others, and it was just like, are you serious? And then I thought about reducing them, and I said, screw it, just leave it. Maybe they know better than I do. So we took advantage of that and picked up Judkins in the second round, just to make sure. Now, I do regret that decision because there was a couple of other players that I thought might have benefited the team a little bit more, and I could have probably still got one of those 80 overall running backs in the third. To tell you the truth, I think Neal was still, and I think he was an 82 or an 81, still available in the third, and I could have traded up. I had 4 third-round picks. I could have traded 2 of those, along with I had 3 fifth-round picks, so I could have traded two fours and a fifth, and got up to and back into the third round, and probably got Neil. So just saying on that. Egbuku, 78 overall. I don't know that we drafted him at 78 overall. I think we have, trained him up and got one more. So he might have been a 77 overall when we drafted him. So we got that. So we have Milrow, we got Judkins. I also picked up Jaquindon Jackson as well. He's a 72 overall. Again, like I said, some of these running backs might have been higher than they should have been, but I'm not gonna knock it, right? So we have Ridley, already. We did pick up Quez Watkins. We were able to advance him a little bit. Traylon Burks is probably our odd man out and probably trade candidate. Like I said, we did have Egbuku. We did pick up Howard Cross in the Charles Cross in our in a trade. I forgot who we traded, but we traded with Seattle in the offseason and picked up Cross. I signed in free agency more and moved and slid him into guard, right? Now, one thing, and this is the thing, Tajay Spears was starting for us at the end of last season, and he came to us at the end of the season and basically almost demanded that we improve our blocking. He was like, I can't do anything for you if my blocking sucks, right? And what he'd asked for was basically to upgrade one of the guard positions to someone with a 74 or better run block grade. I was like, okay, all right, that's doable. So as you can see, we brought Dan Moore in. He's got that 82 overall run block grade, and then we also we also signed Evan Brown. He also fit that bill with the 75 run block. He only has 70 run block power, but he has 80 run block finesse, right? But I'm kind of, and the main reason I brought those two in because I wasn't sure what we were going to get in the draft, but we did get Miles Frazier. Miles Frazier is rocking a 75 overall, but you can see he's got the 78 run block, 74 run block power, and 76 run block finesse. So he fits that requirement. So not only did we upgrade left guard, we upgraded right guard as well. So we upgraded the 2 guard positions. I'm still curious as to whether we're going to see anything come up during this preseason or at the start of the season once we've locked these guys in as our starters on that. And then I moved JC Latham from right guard after we got Cross. I moved him from left tackle to right tackle. And then we drafted Xavier Truss, right? 72 overall as a backup. And I believe everyone else is everyone else, and we moved Petit Frere into center, and he's probably going to go into the practice squad, right? Ben Coleman, can't remember if I don't think he's a draft pick. Oh, he is. So, and then we probably got him off of the waiver wire, as a matter of fact. So, and then tight end wise, we got Okonkwo. We picked up just off the waiver wire Ian Thomas and N'Keal Harry. So and what I mean by waiver wire is at the beginning of the season, right? We didn't actually go out and sign them to extended contracts. They're just free agent pickups from the waiver wire. We're still running a 3-4. We have moved Jeffrey Simmons into left end from right end. We were able to get Raekwon Davis off the waiver wire, and we drafted Tim Smith. He's a 72 overall, which isn't bad. And then we did sign in free agency Michael Holt, and I moved him from left outside linebacker, where he was playing with the Rams previously, to right end. Decided to take advantage of this 6'4", 314-pound frame at right end, and along with the 84 speed. And then we picked up Maurice Hurst off of the waiver wire, and Deshaun Hand, right? And then Lakey Fotu off of the waiver wire, along with Jonathan Smith-Williams, I believe or it might be Jason. Which was Jonathan? James Smith-Williams. So we still have Jerome Baker, Kenneth Murray, and Gray. I think it's Cedric Gray, but I could be wrong. Yep, Cedric Gray. He was a rookie last year, but he did get some playing time in there. And then our rookie this year is D1 Black. And then on the edges, we still have James Williams and Arden Key. Arden Key was pretty good for us last year, so we will see some fighting there. Our contract doesn't allow us to get Landry. I'd prefer to replace him with somebody else, but so we still have Harold Landry there. Jerome Baker, we did extend him last season because he was just kicking butt and still is kicking butt. So, we need him, right? Amani Hooker, Caden Stearns, we picked up off the waiver wire. Belton, we already had. And then Derek Forrest, and right now they are actually in a battle for the starting position, and it's based on the one with the most tackles is going to win. And then we just have Addison there, just as a body. And then, L'Jarius Sneed, Awuzie, his contract means we're going to hold on to him. We did pick up Jason Marshall and Stukes. Oh gosh, I keep going over too far. Stukes from the draft. And we also signed in free agency Michael Jackson. I signed him because I wasn't sure what I was going to get. And the two people that I was actually eyeing in the draft, I missed both of them. Oladukan and I can't remember the other guy's name. It wasn't Burke. It wasn't Revel. Definitely couldn't get Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter went second overall. So there was another corner that I was looking at. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name. But he went in the third, and that was the player. Yes, so he was the guy that we missed out on because I didn't trade up into the third, and I should have got him in the second. And it turned out because he either had a top 5 grade on him, talent grade, or definitely a round 1 grade, talent grade on him, and we missed on him big time. So that's my offense and defense. Special teams is revamped. We got Ariza and Patterson in, 2 young guys, to basically fill those roles. And then Pollard is right now my kick returner, along with Ja'Cory Brooks That's pretty high for a kick return score, but he's only like a 70 something overall. 72 maybe at the most. But he is a rookie receiver that we brought in. So we're going to give them, we're going to see. And specialist, as you can see when we go into our nickel. So right now, Tony Pollard I don't mind him as my third down back. As a matter of fact, that's probably going to be his role, along with probably Quinshawn Judkins starting over Spears, right? Our defensive tackles are going to look a little bit different once the season starts. These will probably be our three rush defensive tackles, but Davis will be in the. As a matter of fact, I can move him there right now. But Davis will be the one technique, and Simmons will be the three technique, right? That's how it lines up there. Holt right now is on the outside, but in truth, if really comes to it, Key was doing great out at the left edge, so might just leave him there along with Landry on that side, backed up by Smith Williams. And then as our sub linebackers is going to be Baker, Gray, and right now Black is in there, but it could end up being James Williams instead. And then our slot is going to be Marshall or Jackson, but more likely Marshall. And then you can see our slot receiver is right now Ibuku. I don't know if Burks, like I said, if he's still on the team, I might try to swap him out, but he only had one good game for us. And it was the final game of the season. And it was weird just how he all of a sudden just came on big time, came on strong in that game. So it gives him, it allows for him to have a chance. And it really depends on his trade value. Other than that, that is the team. And then what I thought we would do real quick here is, see, I've already done the practice and everything. So let's get in here. Let's pick our goals for the game. They should already be done. Yep, 350, 24 points allowed. We would love to get 5 sacks. Can't guarantee that. Right now, we have Mark Anderson. We fired our defensive coordinator that we had before. Main reason is because the one thing that I truly like for my defensive and offensive coordinators to have is either this trait right here, weight room legend, that boosts strength for defensive ends and tackles, right? And in this one I like more than the other because this one you can do it you can boost it up to 3 times, right? And then for the offensive coordinator, instead they have this one. Now, I don't like the Mauler trait compared to the weight room legend trait just because you can only boost it twice and it costs more. You see, it's 32. So it's twice as much. And then with this one, I can boost it 3 times. So I can get plus 3 strength for my defensive ends and tackles, right? Maximum for a cost of 48 points compared to a plus 2 strength for my offensive line at a cost of 64. And that's only after you've pushed your coach, you maxed out both these, right? To get the total 20% discount. So, like I said, it's cheaper. So, but those are the things I look for in my coordinators, right? If they have that trait, then we're good. If they don't have that trait, then there's gonna be problems. Usually I'll just get rid of you and find somebody that does. So we got everything that we need. We are going to be playing in Honolulu for this game. So might as well get it all set up here. And then we're just going to sit and watch it. That's what I do with these. Now, I do use offensively. I use the McCarthy Dallas playbook. I've tried a bunch of different ones, and that one just seems to be the one that they actually run the best for some reason. And then I run Tomlin's Pittsburgh 3-4 defense. And then I click this on just for that. And then the cool part about the Swarm too, and one of the things that I liked when I was looking at them, was I actually dug their some of their colors, right? The alternative whites, the black and yellow. I haven't actually worn yet. I think I might actually just do it right this time. And then the Panthers, they're fine. And then let's jump in.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. The action is only moments away, and it's all up next.
The only team in the league without an S at the end of their name.
Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
All right. This is really usually pretty quick here. Just we're gonna do slow. Again, I really wish they come up with the fourth mode coach. That would be just the best thing ever. One that allows us to actually call the plays, and then kind of more like towards NFL head coach. So we'll just go in the game. We can jump in anytime we want.
Here, Riley Patterson, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
No need for extracurriculars.
Could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
I hate the play selection they usually choose at this point.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again.
All right, there we go. Keep.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Uh-oh, I can almost sense it.
On play action, they'll throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That's him.
Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan.
That's our guy. Are you kidding me?
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later. So let's keep giving him some reps and see what they have.
That was the corner. That was our number 1 corner on our, well, not the number 1, but basically the most realistic, the top choice for us.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And I forgot all about him in the 2nd round. And then by the time I made my 2nd round choice, I realized I didn't have a 3rd round pick.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, he was there round 2, 8th pick. He might not have been there 3rd round, but had I picked him 2nd round like I was supposed to, that would have been our guy.
Yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
All right, come on.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort
first down.
First before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's Young from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, they're in our territory already.
Young.
Oh, God.
Taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man
that
to
trajectory on the ball sometimes just kills me because it's like, why so low?
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw.
There we go.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes
Harold
down.
Landry.
Sack back at the 29. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Well, there in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Young. He finds his target, Beckham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, defense, time to bow up. 3rd and 18.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There you go.
And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,
that was a nice return.
That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Real
Just
quick.
a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
All right.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
No.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to
Not
punt.
happy with the call.
Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
That was a terrible
They've
kick.
got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Reynolds will go in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Young. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Young. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first.
Was that
It's a
Landry
gain
in
of
coverage?
12.
It looked like a linebacker in coverage.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Well,
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker.
There you go. Come on.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8, but not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost
all
opportunity.
right, come on now.
for the
We need
offense
to
because the defense brought
hold them.
pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly. And
We got no
holding him to a
rush.
short gain.
And inside the 20 before he's
And
brought
apparently
down.
no coverage either.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish.
And this is our projected starters.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Beckham goes in motion left. Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Young. And incomplete.
All right.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play
Jarius Sneed, Sneed still showing just a little bit of fight.
A really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter. They might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer. But I'll guarantee this: they'll be gone by the start of the 4th.
That wasn't overthrown. That'd have been a touchdown.
Drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities. But as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, wait.
Now this offense comes back.
All right. So we're going to do something real quick here. While we're here, we are going to... Pollard had his chance. All right. So now it's Judkins and Spears. Let's see. Yep. And then, right here. Yeah.
They are still in search of their first points in the ball game,
All right,
but
let's
only
see how
down
this
6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Not looking much better.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go 2 for 4 now.
Back to throw.
There we go.
The open man, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped
The rookie.
just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield.
There you
He'll
go.
get the carry. 5 yards.
A little bit
is
of an
the
opening.
tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Seriously.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for. By
All right, nice
They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Young to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 6 yards the pickup,
And we
that's
can't
a
seem to
first
tackle
down.
without letting them
Many
gain a
different
couple
ways
more
to
extra
create
yards.
space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
God dang it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Now's a chance to sack them,
In motion,
cause them to
left is
lose some
Beckham.
yards.
Throwing, Young. That's into the hands of Reynolds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Bryce Young is looking like Steve Young right now.
In motion is Austin Hooper. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And
Oh,
he'll be
Baker,
brought down
man.
right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Oh,
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
we just want to give them easier first downs, it seems. They just...
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. It's Young off play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That is
Nice.
incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on
Holt
his
had
man,
good penetration on that
broke the
one,
play
too.
up.
Young now from the 50. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, all they needed was 5, huh? Back in our territory once again.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now Young. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Young.
There we go.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Hold him to another field goal.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and
Nice.
no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to
All right,
try
ball
one
at the
for 56
45.
yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Okay,
Ball
good start.
spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Now back to throw.
Oh, there we go to the rookie. Rookie to rookie.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
Who did he beat?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
That's right.
If we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Patterson. Up
Trending in the right direction. That's what we're about right now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles.
All right, defense. Here we go.
And got nothing out of it.
Let's just keep them out of our side of the field, okay? Just one time. Can we do that?
Coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Just 2 for 6
this is our chance.
This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young.
And that one's
nice.
Right side and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set
2
to
catches,
go for their next
77
drive.
yards.
They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't
There's
look
no
so
space.
hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle
You
in a
gotta keep
big way
hitting the
now,
controller.
and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around.
There we go.
Right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted
All right.
to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Looks like a run play here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
I'll take it.
That's Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd down and 4.
Here's that run play. It's going nowhere.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And
Hey, 1st down.
Midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be
Short?
third and about the length of the football. Back to throw here.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down,
Nice.
but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 7.
Run left. I don't want him to. Okay,
They'll
nice.
look to throw.
Yes.
They're unable
Okay,
to connect,
may not have
but
been
a
better.
late flag comes in.
Flag.
And the contact may have come too
Nice.
early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't
Not
think
at
it's
all.
all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Offensive line is in a work in progress. I think we got the edges good to go.
2nd and 11. And that is
I'm hoping
incomplete.
Frazier will get better
A lot of force bearing
and
down
become
on
a
him
good,
there. He could not
another good
hang
part.
on. It's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing
The other
11
two are
yards to
Band-Aids,
pick up the
temporary.
first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Ah,
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back.
I think we were in
onto the
field goal
field.
range too before the
He's had
sack.
things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it down.
All right, we need a pick 6 right here.
Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he'll be out of bounds. Up
We
near
could
the
try not
45.
letting the screen work so well.
2nd down and a yard. In motion left goes Reynolds.
Young working out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Reynolds. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
All right, we have to draw a
As they
line.
get the stoppage
Draw a
with
line
a
in the
little over
sand.
50
No
seconds
further.
to go in the first half. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
This a 2nd and 8.
To the air once more, Young. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Young will set to throw.
There we go.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Raekwon Davis. And Harold Landry. Meet me at the quarterback, bud. All right, I'll be there.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams
deep
go
route to.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Okay, no
Either side of the
interceptions.
ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try again from the 20 on second
Now
and
we're
10.
running it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
Well,
He'll
that
just keep
last
two
throw was so
hands on the
pitiful.
football as he'll be taken down after a short
No
pickup.
choice but to run it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
To build on that
Getting
lead.
the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had
Quanquo
success
just
throwing it, but I think
can't
these
hold
first
on to
couple
anything in
drives,
traffic.
They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He'll look to throw.
No!
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a
like-
Panther sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Nice.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Let's see what you got.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And they'll
Okay.
get him down after a pickup
Not a
of
great
8,
start.
2nd and 2.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Young going to give to Brooks.
And he is going to be stopped
Finally.
behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Beckham goes in motion left. 3rd down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a
Man, just sitting there wide open. Hey, he can throw it to me anytime.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
In motion left is Beckham. Young to throw it.
He's got Hooper on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
We're kind of
That's
making
been
Carolina
the
look
issue.
like a
Not able to
juggernaut.
make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Baker's not
They'll
having his
come up
typical
2nd
game.
and 7.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back. 'Cause
Hard and
trailing
key.
here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down and be able to
Nice.
get possession.
Good job
And
there.
he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's their turn to do something.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
Oh, my God.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as
Can't
they
block
stop
that,
him
man.
behind the line. They'll come to the line
Cannot
here
block
needing
Brown.
9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Can't block Brown, can't catch
That's a really
balls.
good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great
3 and
work to
out
force
is
the
not
3
what
and
we
out.
needed.
Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
So
This
again,
game, it has obviously been all about the defense.
we need
on
a pick
both
6.
sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now here's Young. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All right, let's see.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think they're in field goal range
In
now.
motion left goes a tight end. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
All right, we need a sack.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I prefer a pick 6, but I'll take a sack right here.
Beckham goes in motion left. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have
That
the
is
Panthers
neither.
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Young. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On play action, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, here we go. Sack, pick 6. Either or.
Now Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And
I said
Panthers
either
are gonna have
or.
1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Brooks will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4
They're looking
down
for
to the 2.
touchdown
Gain of a
and
couple,
2-point
it'll be
conversion.
2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Young with it, 3rd and goal.
Touchdown.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away.
And the Panthers, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
All right.
Now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes Levis.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He can catch in traffic.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down.
Seriously?
Keep the sticks moving.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
You still gonna head that off?
It's gonna go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They need to put in some way of making audibles and stuff like that for the you know what I mean?
Now a handoff running through the middle.
You see a blitz like that coming, there's got to be a way that they should be audibling out of
Hang
that.
on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, injuries never
He
good,
was very
especially
feisty when he
in
got
the
up.
preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Little contradiction in animations there, right?
Levis. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to
And he
get
runs
this.
right
Down
into
he goes.
the tackler.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
This is going to be a long
The punt team
season.
now as this one sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you
Pick six.
immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do
Or sack.
what you're taught in order to close out the
You've
game.
been calling for that.
That become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Up the middle with Brooks here.
There we go.
Fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Our second team is just
No gain on the play this time, and it'll
looking
be a
way better than the
third and
first team.
Situation coming up. Now it's the backup Mariota. And that's
Nice.
knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
We don't need to see a montage of Milroe getting sacked when it's Levis in there now.
They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
There you go.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Okay, but blocking like that
Forget about finding
is
a
going to
lane. He
keep you
barely
from
had time to
scoring.
look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, it's Levis. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Offsides, free play.
Almost on the spot.
Do something besides get sacked.
Down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not even sure who he was throwing
us,
to.
We've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe
No,
it's a matchup
not a
game at that
pitch.
point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Such an awful play
Here
call.
on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Throwing is Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Time's running out, fellas.
On the handoff, this is Brooks.
There you go.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 9.
Now Mariota. Forced out to his left.
Mr. Key, get him, Mr. Key.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Get your hands on him. Take him down.
Run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables
It sure did.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And then you give up a first down run like that.
As he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone
and the
at
first
the
down.
20-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
To throw Mariota.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Mariota. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Maybe too little, too late.
The man fighting in for that sack. I don't know what else can be said.
At least there's some fight.
Rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Who took the timeout?
So on now comes
We
the
did.
kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to perhaps salt this one away. Myers' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 10, 2:19 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try
These
to
in routes are not going to cut it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Well, the ball's loose.
That's not going to help either.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this is intercepted.
Oh, just what we needed.
Should do it. Picked off by Jamal
That's
Adams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
That's the pick six I was asking for.
So a fourth quarter
Just the wrong way.
Here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I think it's time to start working on the running game. See how that looks.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Well, I object. I definitely don't think Carolina is that much better
out of the shotgun now.
than we are.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Levis. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Levis looking to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Levis to throw once more. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Levis.
End zone. That
one's taken in by Spears.
you could have got better yardage running with it.
Final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One final try here for Will Levis. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
I was going to say, I think they still have to kick the extra point.
Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time.
Now
and later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still,
coach doesn't look happy.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
I think all the things to whine about, extra point,
we'll see
really.
You next time.
All right, that's it. That's the game. We did accomplish one of our goals. We got the sacks. And there we have it. 0-3 0-3. And next up will be the bye week before the start of the season, where we trim down the roster. And let's just check these. All right, so the position battle and then the defensive coordinator. So still nothing regarding the offensive line and what's the name. So we will do what we got to do, and that's it. So hey, thanks guys for jumping in, and remember, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one right now. I think I like the Blues series a little bit better because they're winning, and then the team has improved quickly. This one is going to take a little bit longer, so this may be the one that I need to really dig into, because this one is not going to be a complete turnaround in 1 year. This one's going to take this season and then some changes, some serious improvements. One, I think I still need the secondary. I still got to build up the secondary. The linebacker core is okay, but there's not that one truly dynamic guy. Jerome Baker is good. Jerome Baker, I really like him at middle linebacker, but I don't have an edge guy. I don't have that consistent, gonna just kill you edge kind of guy, right? And I don't have a TJ Watt or Michael Parsons or anybody that can play that edge position for me and really just dominate in the sack game. Defensive line wise, Jeffrey Simmons, as good as he is, I just don't know that he does a lot, right? And maybe he needs somebody to take some of the pressure off of him, and that's why. But we'll see. Some of the people that we got we're stuck with. Harold Landry, I feel more like I'm stuck with him than the fact that I want him there. So we'll see. That's really where we are. And our season, the schedule for the regular season is going to look like this. We're going to open up at home versus the Bengals. Then we go to Denver. So home, away. Then 2 consecutive home games, away, another home. Then 2 consecutive away. All right. Week 12, we're at the Texans. So we're not playing on Thanksgiving. Doesn't look like an overly aggressive schedule. Looks like, we were not last place, but we were 3rd place in our division. So it looks like, we were 8th overall as far as picking. So that's what it looks like. The Chiefs are scary still. Other than that, I mean, potentially the Chargers could be scary. I don't know what the Broncos are going to look like. The Bengals, I just don't know. I don't think they can get out of their own way. No one else is really... 49ers, I don't know what's going on, right? Real life, I don't know what's going on with them. But we'll see. And the Texans could potentially be something. The Colts is a tough one just because they're divisional. We'll see how it goes there. Okay, guys. Well, we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks. Be good. Happy holidays. Bye.